The son of a legend, with Tiger Woods watching from just beyond the ropes, Charlie Woods stepped onto the first tee at Eagle Trace Golf Club in Coral Springs, Florida. Not just as another young golfer, but as a name the entire golf world already knew. Yet this day wasn't about hype, it was about proof. This wasn't just another tournament, it was a test of legacy. The U.S. Junior Amateur Qualifier isn't your average junior event, it's the battlefield where reputations are forged or forgotten. Out of dozens of elite young players, only a handful would walk away with a ticket to Dallas this summer. And Charlie, he had everything to lose, and even more to prove. Every swing he took carried the weight of his last name. Every breath came with expectation that just 16 years old, Charlie Woods doesn't play under the radar, he can't. Not when your dad is arguably the greatest to ever hold a golf club. Cameras clicked with every backswing. Fans whispered with every missed fairway, and above it all, watching from just a few feet away, stood Tiger. He wasn't just in the gallery, he was in the pressure. Because this moment, this wasn't just about golf, it was about legacy meeting reality. And for Charlie Woods, everything was about to change. This wasn't just pressure, this was identity. Would Charlie crumble beneath the weight of expectation, or rise into the spotlight the same way his father once did? This wasn't about talent, it was about heart. Eagle Trace was quiet that day. Not the silence of indifference, the silence of anticipation. Every player wanted it, but only one had the golf world holding its breath. You could almost hear the expectations echo off the fairways. Charlie's swing looked smooth, calm, controlled. But every tee box felt like a final exam. He wasn't just playing golf, he was writing his own name. And with each hole, the tension grew. Would he qualify? Would he choke? One misstep, and the whispers would turn to judgment. But as the round unfolded, something shifted, something no one expected. Charlie Woods didn't shoot the lowest score of the day, he didn't make the most birdies, he didn't dominate the field. Yet somehow, his round, quiet, calculated, a 1 under 71 was the one everyone was talking about. It wasn't flashy, it was fearless. From the first hole, you could tell. He wasn't chasing highlights, he was chasing a number. The number that would get him to Dallas. This wasn't about making a statement, it was about making the cut. He wasn't out to impress, he was out to survive. Then came the back nine where boys become contenders, a birdie on 14. Clinical, and no fist pump. No roar. Just business. That one putt changed everything. Then came the stumble. A late bogey, it could have broken him, it didn't. He made a mistake. And didn't flinch, that's what stood out. Not that he avoided pressure, but that he walked straight through it. You could tell. Wrote amateurgolf.com. He wasn't playing like a junior anymore. This wasn't talent, it was tournament IQ. Remember last year at Oakland Hills? Charlie missed the cut badly. The headlines were harsh. The comments worse, but he came back smarter, calmer, colder. This wasn't a comeback, it was a lesson learned. He didn't need a miracle, he needed margin. And that's what the 71 gave him. Just enough. Enough to tie for fifth. Enough to sneak into a playoff. Golf isn't about domination, it's about decisions, and Charlie Woods made every single one of them count. The real flex, he didn't try to be perfect, he just played smart. He didn't just make the cut, he set the stage for something bigger, something no one saw coming. Just when it looked like the dust had settled, the leaderboard said otherwise. Charlie Woods wasn't alone at fifth. Two others, Oscar Crowe and Matthew Morganiano, had also finished at 1 under. And with only 5 qualifying spots available, the math was brutal. 3 names. 1 spot, no second chances. This wasn't just another hole, it was the hole, a playoff that would decide everything. Months of training, a shot at Dallas, and maybe the biggest moment of Charlie's young career. You could feel it before you saw it. This wasn't just pressure, it was legacy on the line. Most 16-year-olds might freeze under that weight. Charlie didn't. With the sun sinking low over Coral Springs, the playoff began. It wasn't loud. It was tense, a whisper kind of moment. Too important to scream through. Oscar stepped up first. Clean, but cautious. Matthew followed, solid, but unremarkable. Then came Charlie. His face was calm, but his swing was something else entirely. He didn't just hit a shot. He sent a message. Pure contact, ball flight steady. Landing exactly where it needed to be. No theatrics. No hesitation. Just ice in his veins. The crowd didn't erupt, they froze, because they knew they'd just seen something rare. It wasn't flashy. It was final. Charlie Woods had won the playoff that I in one hole. He earned the final qualifying spot for the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship. That wasn't luck. That was a controlled explosion under pressure. Let's be clear. He didn't sneak into this championship. He claimed it. Winners don't wait for permission. They take the moment. And just like that, the kid with the famous last name wasn't just a storyline anymore. He went from Tiger's son to Charlie Woods in one swing. Standing just off the green, Tiger saw it all. There are moments in sports when the atmosphere shifts, not because of what's happening, but because of who's watching. And on that day at Eagle Trace, Tiger Woods was watching his son play for everything. When Tiger shows up, it's never casual that it's historic. No entourage. No fanfare, just quiet focus, arms folded, eyes locked in. Every parent feels pressure watching their child compete. But when you're Tiger Woods, that pressure cuts both ways. He wasn't just watching around, he was watching his legacy unfold, and Charlie knew it. Of course he did. Every shot was a whisper to the man who changed golf forever. This wasn't the first time Tiger had been at one of Charlie's tournaments. But this one felt different. It wasn't an exhibition. It wasn't a father-son scramble. This was real. This was qualifying for the most elite junior event in the country. This wasn't the Woods duo. This was Charlie's proving ground. Tiger said before he tries to stay in the background, I'm supporting him quietly. I'm not that loud parent over the ropes. But make no mistake, he was locked in. Tiger didn't need to say a word. His presence said everything. There was a look after Charlie sank his playoff shot, just a subtle nod from Tiger. You could have missed it if you blinked, but it meant everything. That was the moment. No cameras. No words, just legacy recognizing legacy. And you have to wonder, was that the moment Tiger realized Charlie really had it? No big celebration. No spotlight. Just a quiet walk back to the clubhouse, side by side. The son had just made the cut, and the father had just witnessed history. Charlie Woods didn't just qualify for a tournament, he ignited something. Between July 21st and 26th, he'll tee it up at Trinity Forest in Dallas, home of the 2025 U.S. Junior Amateur Championship, the biggest stage in junior golf. But this isn't just about a trophy anymore, it's about momentum. Just weeks before that dramatic playoff, Charlie shocked the entire junior circuit by winning the Team TaylorMade Invitational, his first major junior title. That wasn't a fluke. That was a signal. The whispers started then, and they've only grown louder. Golf insiders aren't asking if Charlie Woods will break through anymore. They're asking when he's not just a name on a leaderboard now, that he's a headline, a segment on Golf Channel, a talking point on PGA Tour Live. The hype train isn't coming. It's already left the station, and where it's headed next is Dallas. The same kid who was once known simply as Tiger's son just made sure the world remembers his own name. Make no mistake, this wasn't just another junior event. This was the AJGA's elite field, the best of the best. Players like Miles Russell, the #1 junior in America, were there, and Charlie Woods didn't just beat them, he outclassed them. Every swing, every hole, every pressure-packed moment at Streamsong Resort, he looked like he belonged. Scratch that. He looked like he owned it. What made it even more surreal was the timing. While Tiger Woods continues to recover from injury and fade from the competitive spotlight, his son just lit up the leaderboard and flipped the script. Suddenly, it's not about legacy, it's about arrival. And now, the question everyone's asking, was this just a breakout performance? Or did we just witness the next chapter in golf history begin at age 16? One thing's for sure, the golf world just got a lot more interesting. And if you weren't watching Charlie Woods before, you're definitely watching now. And at just 16, Charlie Woods already has both talent and temperament. What separates him isn't just a swing, though it's easily one of the cleanest, most technically sound motions in all of junior golf. It's how he thinks, how he walks into pressure without flinching, how he makes the smart choice instead of the showy one. That Streamsong Resort isn't forgiving. You can't fake your way around that course. Every miss costs you. Every mistake magnifies under the weight of expectation. And yet, Charlie didn't just survive it, he mastered it. He plotted his way through tight fairways, tricky greens, and wind-swept tee shots with the patience and precision of someone twice his age. Yes, Tiger's influence is unmistakable. The footwork, the focus, the discipline, the obsession with preparation, it's all there. But this week proved something new. Charlie Woods isn't just a product of elite coaching, he's building something of his own. Even Tiger said it himself. as reported by the New York Post. Charlie is forging his own path. And that's exactly what it looked like, under pressure, with the eyes of the golf world watching and elite players chasing from behind. Charlie didn't rely on his last name. He relied on his nerve. He didn't try to be Tiger. He didn't have to. What he showed at Streamsong wasn't inherited, it was earned. And if this is what calm and composed looks like at 16, just imagine what's coming next.